So beautiful here. There's so many beautiful lakes down here. We're close to Kingston. I don't know what the names of these lakes are. Devil's Lake. I know that one because I would never call it like Devil's Lake. It looks like spring here, doesn't it? It's like a beautiful spring day. It's going to be warm today. Traction with these tires, you know. Kind of worries me.
Yeah, we'll get them fixed.
I was looking for your tires. Are my tires the ones in the veranda? Yours must be in the greenhouse then. You thought so? Well, we better check the numbers on these before we change them.
Right.
Just in case. I can do that. I'll change those tires. I want to do it with videos, yeah. I want to show how you change all the tires. So it's very quick. You can change a tire in 5 minutes.
Remember we went to the temple and we had a flat just close by? And we took about 10 minutes to change it and we were still in time.
Pretty cool, eh? Things that you think are really difficult and you wouldn't want to do are really not difficult if you actually do them and time them. There's this lady on the internet named Fly Lady. Well, she calls herself Fly Lady. And she flies through her house getting all kinds of stuff done, and she's got lots of people following her now. And I did her stuff one day. It was really cool. Said to make your bedroom like a motel room. To just clean it all the way up. And I did. I even dusted. Of course, not everything because I have too many things in there to dust. It's neat we have all these log cabins. You wouldn't think that there would be so many log cabins up here where it's so cold. You'd think, well, log cabins, you know, they can't be as warm as real houses. Isn't that gorgeous? Wow. Makes going to church that much better. Too bad we missed everything last night. There's a house up here somewhere where they've got turrets on the house. Is that what they're called, turrets? I've got this big pointy thing on the house. It's not finished. It's kind of a ramshackle place with lots of additions, but I think it's really cool that they went to the effort to do it. Not everybody has money to do it all at once. Some of the really smart people just do what they can afford, and then they're done. Until they can get some more money, and then they do some more. And then they don't have this humongous mortgage. Wow, that is so beautiful. Willem gave a concert yesterday. And I videoed it so you can see it. I zoomed in on your hands a lot. That's pampas grass. I'm curious if you can pick pampas grass and reconstitute it and it'll work. I don't know if you have to have it. Pick it when it's green and let it dry. I mean, it dries perfectly standing up. I should harvest some and check it out. Never hear about harvesting pampas grass, you know. Pampas grass is a really tall plant that grows along the roadside some places, in the wet ditches. have a one of those yellow forsythia bushes. We never see it blooming because there's a pampas grass. We never see it blooming because it's on the wrong side of the house. And at that time of year, when we go outside, we don't go around there. And so I've never watched it bloom. And I did do a bunch of propagating of it, planted them everywhere, but I don't know where I planted them. Do you find that? Does that happen to you? You plant things everywhere and then you forget where they are and you don't know. So that's the way I plan to garden, or my perennials. I just go in the grass somewhere and dig up a chunk of grass and plant some perennials. And dig up some more chunks beside it. This is really the time to be digging up the perennials, digging up the earth and getting rid of all the grass that's in there. But am I doing that? No. I'm busy being sick. Look at that red stuff down there. That is red osier dogwood. That's supposed to make very beautiful baskets. I tried to plant some at home last year. You know, just cut it off and stick it in. And I think some of it might have worked. I don't know. But I have to check it out. I'm on my second successful row of diamonds on my blanket. I can't make the diamonds wide though. My diamonds are very small. I wonder if that, if maybe I should have been, maybe the way the heddles would be threaded should have been, instead of 1, 2, 3, 4, 3, 2, 1, maybe they should have been 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3, 4, 4, 4, 3, 3, 2, 2, 1, 1, 1. Something like that. Maybe that would have changed it. I guess I could try that with only a narrow warp. You don't want to put up 300 threads to find out if that works or not. It's really cool that it is working. It's really cool that I'm able to make those. Don't you think, Willem? I really like it that I'm learning to weave. And I remember looking at somebody's, a piece of fabric that they had woven in Mira, the Heritage Weavers. And they had this beautiful, intricate little pattern. And I thought that was so neat. And now I see I can make it on my loom. When I wasn't using two colors, I see that some of mine has that pretty intricate pattern. So I think I'll experiment with different threading. See if I can learn the different ways to thread the heddles, so I can make different things. I don't have a good alternate thread for my green. I have green wool or yarn, and it's thinner yarn. It's not as thin as a baby blanket, but it's not as thick as sweater. It's sort of in between, maybe 3 millimeters or 4 millimeters. 3 millimeters. No, it would be 2 millimeters. Anyway, it's good to find out what a millimeter is. Go look at a millimeter on your ruler. Check it out and then just see how big a millimeter is, because there's a lot of things that you can refer to in millimeters. I guess you could also refer to them in, like, 1/8 of an inch is half of a 1/4 of an inch. And there's a 1/16 of an inch, which is about a millimeter, 2 millimeters. It's interesting. It gives you more words. One of the things they said yesterday at the writers' thing, I'll tell you about it in a new video. Goodbye.